So then we'll move on. We got one more preseason game. There's only 3 now. It's going to be kind of like the dress rehearsal. I'm pretty sure Jacoby Brissett's slotted to play. I'd imagine most of the starters will play at least a series or 2. So what are you guys looking for?
I would love to see just a couple nice passes to Amari Cooper. I just want to see him on the field in a Browns jersey, catch a ball, and just show that he's still, Amari Cooper that we all know.
I want to see the starting offense play with Brissett.
Yeah,
and I want to see him lead a drive down the field. I want to see points. Just kind of make us feel more comfortable for that Week 1 matchup.
Do you want to see Nick Chubb?
No.
Okay, because I'm on the side of that too.
I do.
Not in this game though.
I do. I would love for Nick Chubb to get out there, but to me, it's another one that it's kind of pointless.
I think this is another Johnson, Ford, Kelly game. That's fine.
I mean, Kelly looked great.
I think our run game's solidified enough that we don't need to put Chubb and Hunt in any risk in this game.
Yep, I agree.
They know what they're doing.
But I'd like to see the starting offensive line.
Yeah, I want to see that.
With Jacoby Brissett, and I'd like to see Amari Cooper, David Njoku, David Bell, and DPJ. And I'd like to see them get a couple series and see what we're going to get. See what the offense is going to look like.
Yep.
Hopefully nobody gets hurt. But I think you can't play scared. At some point you got to be willing, you got to prepare. I don't think you can just be so scared of an injury that you go into a season not 100% sure.
Especially with how important, we just harped on the importance of the first part of this schedule, making sure we execute and winning those winnable games. We got to be ready to go.
You can't lose before Deshaun comes back, or in actually just for this season because of this. You can't lose any games that you're supposed to win. If it's a game you're supposed to win, it's got to be a W. If not, every time you lose that game, the playoffs get further and further away.
Yeah, like last year, the Chargers game always comes back to mind where we just should have won that game. We had it. Yep. We had it won, and we blew it. We cannot blow games like that. Chiefs, yeah. Yep.
You know what I mean? You got to win the games you're supposed to. I think I saw that the Browns are favored in 5 of the games without Watson. Even without Watson, they're still favored in 5 of them. I'd have to go back and see what they are. So then,
first 4.
Yeah, for the first 4 right. And then one other one. So then they just got to steal 1. Then win 1 game against these teams that you're not favored in. So I want to see a good dress rehearsal, and I'd love to see the starting defense. Does Clowney play? Because to me, he seems a little bit more glass-like. So I don't know if I want him to play or not.
I'm okay with him not playing. I don't think Miles is going to be out there. I don't know if they've announced who all is going to play as far as the defense. I think you're going to see the young guys. I think you're going to see Delpit and you're going to see Emerson. I don't know if you're going to see Ward. I don't know if Ward's probably going to go out there, but
I wouldn't.
If Newsom's healthy, I think he's out there. I think that there's going to be some of the younger guys out there, but why risk it to me?
I think defensively, especially we're returning a lot of the same guys. They've gelled. They gelled all last year, and you don't need to be. It's not as clockwork on defense. It's kind of at the end of the day, it's find the ball, tackle the ball. I think on offense, it's more precision, more timing, more being in sync. So I think for the starters to get a couple series, it's more important on offense than it is on defense. So, by the way, somebody called this out in the YouTube comments and said, "I only ever look over here."
I saw that.
I've been thinking about that this show. I keep
it made me laugh super hard because I'd be sitting here and I'm like, man, I've just been looking over there, but I think it's just the angle.
Well, if you sit and turn to look at Justin, then you got to be real careful where you put your mouth to the mic.
Yeah, you might break your neck.
And then I'm just like, I need to practice.
The swivel.
It's a lot of movement, too.
I know. So if you guys think I'm just staring at Josh, I am.
Yeah, he definitely is.
It's something I'm working on. I'm very self-conscious about it. But no, that's what I want to see out of the Bears and get out no injuries. I think we were fortunate enough to get out of the second game with no significant injuries, or I don't even remember really any injuries at all. So knock on wood, no major injuries in the third game against the Bears. And then it's freaking regular season football.
Yep.
What sucks is that bye week in the preseason.
Yeah. I just call that fantasy football draft weekend.
Yeah, that's what it's become.
That is what that is.
I'm very excited.
You don't have to worry about anybody getting injured in a preseason game.
You're up to date completely. Everything's looking lined up. You're getting some depth charts that are pretty accurate. fantasy football weekend.
Yep. And we'll have there's college football.
Yes.
So the week that there's no NFL, we got Buckeyes and Notre Dame.
There's college
Notre
football
Dame
this
Buckeyes.
weekend. I didn't know. I thought that it was still another week out. That now, like it's like North Carolina against somebody, but I'm like, is that football? Sounds like football. I'm down.
I'm excited for that Buckeyes game.
Ooh, that's going to be fun.
We're gonna beat the brakes off.
I think they're dog walking them.
I think so too.
We're gonna be. I just have no respect for Notre Dame as a program because I mean, every time that supposedly that the media is telling me that Notre Dame's good, they go into that game and just get dog walked.
Yep.
So maybe this will come back to bite me. I hope not, but man, I just see us just dog walking them. Just not even gonna be close.
I mean, the way we ended the season in that bowl game, like
Jackson Smith and Jigba,
CJ Stroud and our running back, like just
it's exciting. I heard the
gonna be
defense
fun.
is looking very, very good too.
That's the biggest thing is the defense need to get better, need to get tougher. We brought in a new defensive coordinator, so hopefully that helps.
Hey, Browns fans, we just want to take a quick break in the action to tell you guys about DraftKings Daily Fantasy Football. Join the next generation of fantasy football with Rainmakers Football, the first ever NFT fantasy game from DraftKings. It's the only NFT fantasy game licensed by the NFLPA. Now, you can play all season for millions in prizes by building the ultimate NFT franchise. Right now, everyone can get their first full roster starter pack for free. That's right, for free. Playing Rainmakers is simple. Buy, sell, bid, and win player card NFTs of the biggest names in the game through regular drops and auctions on DraftKings Marketplace. Craft lineups of athletes from your NFT collection and earn points for touchdowns, receptions, and more, just like you do in daily fantasy football. Build your NFT franchise and enter free Rainmakers football contests all season long to compete for millions in prizes. So come on, Browns fans, the next generation of fantasy sports is here. Download the DraftKings Daily Fantasy app right now. Sign up with the promo code TPPN, click the Rainmakers title, and opt in to get your first card for free. Plus, play for millions in prizes all football season while building the ultimate NFT fantasy franchise with Rainmakers Football. That's promo code TPPN. Build, play, win, only at DraftKings. Contest entries dependent on type and number of NFTs held. Eligibility restrictions apply.